Okay, so now I'm going to go over this one here. It's going to be similar to the drawing that we started, in the sense that the horizontal lines are going to be just a regular grid, the 1-inch grid that we started. Now the top and the bottom are going to be a little different, just in the sense that they are not going to stay 1-inch grids. So let me draw my last line here. Okay, so I'm going to start with a 1-inch grid on both ends. Well, yeah, actually I can do that. So I'm starting with a 1-inch grid. I'm just going to do 2 of them on this side and probably just 1 on this side. Then the rest of these lines are going to start getting closer together. So I'm going to do close to a 1-inch, but not quite. And then draw my line. And then the next one is going to be just a little bit shorter. And then the next one, shorter. And I'm going to have to get real dramatic really fast, so I'm cutting them in about halves here. And totally just eyeball it. You don't have to actually measure them. Until they're super duper close together. And I'm going to draw a couple there close together. Then I'm going to start making them wider again. Okay, so there you can see they started out 1 inch, a little less, a little less, a little less, a lot of less, okay, almost in halves, so they're really close together. And then here on this side I started getting larger again until it's back out to the inch. Okay, now that we have this one drawn, we're ready to cut it out. So we're going to use a carving tool. Remember, the shovel-y side, the part that scoops, is the side that's going to face down. And when we carve, we want to use it at an angle. We don't want to use it straight on. You'll kind of tear up your paper if you do it that way, so we want to do it at an angle. And if you want to use the ruler to carve along, you can do that as well. When we carve, we want to do it deep enough that it goes through the white part of the paper, but not so hard that it goes through the black part of the paper. So you should have that line, but if I look on the back, it's still attached. And then we're just going to carve out all the lines. Okay, now that I've cut all my lines, I'm going to peel them out checkerboard style. And I don't know if you caught it or not, but I kind of messed up on this one right here. So I'm just going to make sure that this one is black, and then you won't be able to tell that I sliced through it. So I'm just going to start from there and skip the next one. And then using the underside of the blade, so I'm on the shovel side now, you can use it to get underneath the white part. And if it doesn't really want to come up, you know, make sure that you might have to cut your lines. Just again, I know that I don't always get to the edge as well as I think that I have. And I'm holding down these little pieces. The smaller they are, the more they're going to want to lift up with the neighbors. Once you get to the bigger pieces, it won't quite be as much of a problem. But I just kind of hold on to the edge so then they don't peel up. If they do, it's not a big problem. You just stick it back on. It is a sticker.